Hi guys, welcome to Football Performance Recorder. I remember watching every single game. Every touch, every run, every goal felt like a footnote in a history book. But there was a moment, a collection of moments, when the footnote turned into the final, defining chapter. I'm talking about the final 5 goals Lionel Messi scored for FC Barcelona. Not just statistics, but 5 brilliant, painful reminders of the genius that was about to walk away from the club he defined. These goals, scored in the closing weeks of the 2020-2021 season, tell the story of a genius trying to carry an entire club on his back, right until the very last whistle. Let's dive into the artistry, the context, and the history behind the final moments of pure Messi magic at the Camp Nou. We begin with goal number 5, scored against Valencia on May 2nd, 2021. And it's one you might not expect. The build-up. Messi had his penalty saved, a moment that could break the confidence of any player. But here is the lesson. Elite players do not dwell on the failure. They create the next chance. The ball is recycled to the left. A quick cross comes in. What follows is an act of pure will and a reminder of his completeness. Messi, the player famous for his low center of gravity and left-footed finishes, heads the ball into the net. It was a goal that screamed, "I will find a way, even if it's the hardest way." The power, the precision, and the immediate recovery from a missed penalty. It was the heart of a champion on display. Now, just minutes later in the same match against Valencia, we witnessed a moment of pure, unadulterated, classic Leo. This is goal number 4, a perfect free kick. Look at the setup. The wall is high, the angle is tight. The goalkeeper has the line covered. Yet, Messi steps up, and with that impossibly quick, smooth swing of his left foot, he sends the ball on a trajectory that defies physics. It dips, it swerves, and it clips the inside of the post before nestling in the net. This goal wasn't just beautiful, it was a psychological victory. It was the moment he reminded the world that, in any moment of doubt, he was the cheat code. This was Messi restoring the lead, proving that even as his time drew short, his wand of a left foot was still the greatest weapon in football. Goal number 3 wasn't just a goal. It was a masterpiece. This was the second of his 2 goals in the Copa del Rey final against Athletic Club on April 17, 2021. And it's one for the museum. It starts innocuously, a simple run, but then he combines with Frenkie de Jong. The quick 1-2, and suddenly, he is in space. But look at what happens next, the acceleration. He shifts the ball away from 3 defenders, changing direction so rapidly they appear to be running in sand. He cuts inside, leaves the last man for dead, and curls the finish around the keeper into the far corner. This wasn't a tactical goal, it was a solo symphony. It was the encapsulation of the Messi era, dribbling, passing, and finishing all perfectly intertwined. It secured a trophy, and in hindsight, it stands as the final great solo goal he would score in the Blaugrana kit. Moving on to the second to last goal, scored against Real Sociedad on May 9, 2021. This was pure, title race pressure, and Messi delivered. The ball is worked quickly into the box, a low cross from the right. The defense is scrambling. Messi doesn't take a touch to settle. He knows the space will vanish. He controls, and, with an explosive, one-time volley, hammers it past the goalkeeper. What's crucial here is the urgency. This wasn't a moment for flash, but for ruthless efficiency. It was a goal scored under maximum pressure to keep faint title hopes alive. It showed his tireless commitment to the cause, his ability to execute an almost impossible technique in a fraction of a second. He was still the ultimate difference maker, right up to the end. And finally, we arrive at goal number 1, the last, scored against Celta Vigo on May 16, 2021. The context is everything here. Barcelona are losing 1-0. Their league hopes are slipping away. The free kick is won on the right flank. Sergio Busquets floats a perfect cross into the box. And who is there? Lionel Messi. It's another header. A glancing effort, perfectly angled past the diving keeper. It ties the game, but ultimately, they would lose 2-1. This was his 672nd and final goal for the club. It wasn't a screaming 40-yarder or a 5-man dribble. It was a simple, yet perfectly executed, movement and finish. A testament to his constant evolution. He walked off at halftime in the following match against Eibar, and the world didn't know it, but the book was closed. His final goal was an efficient, gritty equalizer, a final statement of duty. 5 goals. 5 distinct moments of magic, from the free-kick spectacle to the commanding header. These weren't just the final statistics. They were the final brushstrokes of the greatest artist to ever wear the colors of FC Barcelona. Each goal was a lesson in recovery, technique, audacity, pressure, and, finally, duty. Which of these final 5 goals do you think defined his legendary career the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the protocol of football legends.